This is the AEW All-In 2024 full show results video which takes place at Wembley Stadium in London. The show started with a 16-man tag team match between Tommy Billington, Kip Sabian, Rocky Romero, Kyle Fletcher, Action Andretti, Top Flight and Lio Rush vs Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, Anthony Ogogo, Arya Daivari, Private Party, John Silver and Alex Reynolds. The result of this match was Action Andretti, Kip Sabian, Kyle Fletcher, Lio Rush, Rocky Romero, Tommy Billington, and Top Flight won the match by pinfall with a frog splash from Dante Martin on John Silver. Then we saw a mixed tag team match between Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway vs Tomohiro Ishii and Willow Nightingale, and the result of this match was Tomohiro Ishii and Willow Nightingale won the match by pinfall with a sliding elbow from Ishii on Stokely Hathaway, earning Willow the right to pick the stipulation for her CMLL title defense against Chris Stat at All Out in 2 weeks. Tony Schiavone then stands on the stage and introduces AEW President Tony Khan and Martha Hart. Khan plays to the London crowd before introducing Hart, who says she came all the way from beautiful Canada to be there, which drew some jeers. Hart then says they are neighbors with the United States, which was booed, and then she was cheered when she says they are proud to be part of the British Commonwealth. Hart then wishes good luck to the wrestlers in the title matches, especially the two who won the Owen Hart Cup tournaments. The next match happened between Cage of Agony and Undisputed Kingdom vs Dustin Rhodes, Katsuyori Shibata, Sammy Guevara, and the Von Erichs, and the result of this match was Dustin Rhodes, Katsuyori Shibata, Sammy Guevara, and the Von Erichs won the match by pinfall with a lateral press from Rhodes on Matt Taven. Post-match, the heels do a beatdown, but Kevin Von Erich steps up and puts the Iron Claw on Taven and claws all around, and the face team stands tall. The Outcasts, Saraya and Harley Cameron, and the rest of Saraya's family then make their way down to the ring to address the AEW fans. Harley Cameron starts off by voicing Saraya's frustration for her being left off the All-In card and says they have decided the show must not go on. Saraya then grabs the mic and demands that England respects her, and then says she wants the AEW Women's World Championship at the PPV event, then demands respect. Jamie Hayter's music then hits and she makes her way out. Hayter then takes down several members of the Knight family on the ramp and gets in the ring. Saraya then slides out of the ring, but Hayter nails her and drags Cameron inside, and then she nails Cameron with a clothesline. Then we saw the AEW World Trios Championship London ladder match between Bang Bang Gang vs Blackpool Combat Club and PAC vs House of Black vs the Patriarchy, and the result of this match was Blackpool Combat Club and PAC won the match when PAC retrieved the title belts by climbing the ladder and becoming your new AEW World Trios Champions. The next match happened between Mariah May vs Toni Storm for the AEW Women's World Championship. During the match, Toni went for a hip attack, but Mariah ducked it and hit a powerbomb to Toni on the floor. Then Mariah hits a shotgun dropkick on Luther. She ends up slapping her own mother at ringside. Toni nails her with the hip attack after that, mounted punches, smashing her face into the steel steps over and over, and delivered a Storm Zero on the steel steps. Mariah wants to use the title, Luther takes it away and flips her the bird. May has the shoe, Toni cuts her off and grabs the shoe, Aubrey warns her, Storm falters and she can't do it. Mariah got enough time to plan and hit Storm Zero to Toni Storm to win the AEW Women's World Championship. The next match happened between Chris Jericho vs Hook for the FTW Championship. It was an FTW rules match, so Big Bill and Brian Keith attacked Hook multiple times. During the match, under the ring, Hook gets a "Hi guys" cricket bat and wallops Keith and Bill with it. Back inside, bat shots to Y2J, picking up a ball and he whacks it at Jericho. Throwing balls at the champion, choking him with the bat before hooking him through the legs with the bat for a Tazplex. In the end, Keith runs interference, and Y2J gets a near fall, and then Hook applies red rum. Taz gets up from commentary, he's had enough, and applies Tazmission on Keith, and Hook applies Tazmission on Jericho to win the match, and becomes the new FTW champion. The next match happened between FTR vs The Acclaimed vs Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, and the result of this match was Young Bucks won the match by pinfall with an EVP trigger on Dax Harwood, retaining the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Post-match, grizzled young vets, James Drake and Zach Gibson, slide into the ring to confront the Young Bucks, but the tag champs slide out of the ring, so they attack FTR instead. Then we saw a Casino Gauntlet match to become the #1 contender for the AEW World Championship. Orange Cassidy and Kazuchika Okada started the match, and Nigel McGuinness shocked the world by entering at 3rd spot. Kyle O'Reilly enters the match at 4th, and Zack Sabre Jr. enters the match at 5th. Roderick Strong enters the match at 6th, and Mark Briscoe enters the match at 7th. Hangman Adam Page enters the match at 8th, and Jeff Jarrett enters the match at 9th. Ricochet makes a surprise entrant at number 10, and now he is officially All Elite. Christian Cage enters the match at the 11th, and Luchasaurus enters the match at the 12th. He guzzles O'Reilly and chokeslams him, throwing Christian on O'Reilly, and Christian Cage wins the match by pinfall with a dead fish cover on Kyle O'Reilly, earning a shot at the AEW World Championship. The next match happened between Maxwell Jacob Friedman vs. Will Ospreay for the AEW American Championship. In the end, when Friedman pulls Old School wrapped Nux out from under his tights, but a hooded man pops up on the apron and knocks him down. It was Daniel Garcia, and MJF got shocked, and then Will Ospreay hit the hidden blade, and then finally he delivered the Tiger Driver 91 move, and won the match by pinfall. Post-match, Christopher Daniels presents Will with the proper AEW International Championship belt, so the AEW American Championship is gone and the AEW International Championship is back. The next match happened between Dr. Britt Baker vs. Mercedes Moné for the AEW TBS Championship. During the match, Camille tries to hit her with the other belt, so Britt takes it from her and does an Eddie Guerrero special, and referee Turner ejects Camille from ringside. Britt Baker was looking for lockjaw, Moné fighting desperately to get away. Britt gets it and rolls her into the middle of the ring, but Mercedes bites her fingers to counter it and delivered Moné Maker, and won the match by pinfall and retained the AEW TBS Championship. Then we saw a coffin match between Darby Allin vs. Jack Perry for the AEW TNT Championship. There was a moment in this match when Jack Perry wrapped the belt around Darby's ankles, he fastened it and pulled him up, bites his face, and threw him off the stage and through a table. In the end, Perry zips him into a body bag, stepping on his face, and he throws Darby into the coffin. Allin sits up and Jack hits a running knee and closes the lid, and wins the match and retains the AEW TNT Championship. After the match, the Young Bucks make their way down to the ring with a gasoline can in hand. They pour the gasoline on Allin and the casket as Perry holds a lighter. The lights then go out, and when they come back on, Sting makes down to the ring with a baseball bat in hand. Sting nails the Bucks, but Perry hits him with a chair, but Sting stays standing and Perry retreats out of the ring. Sting then hits a double scorpion death drop on Matthew Jackson and Nicholas Jackson. Sting then helps Allin out of the body bag and the coffin and heads to the back with him. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Bryan Danielson vs. Shane "Swerve" Strickland for the AEW World Championship, and it's a title versus career match. There was a moment in the match when Hangman Page showed up, and he attacked Prince Nana, but security swarms and waylays him. In the end, American Dragon Bryan Danielson defeated Swerve Strickland by submission with an arm trap label lock to save his career and become your new AEW World Champion. Post-match, Claudio and Wheeler help Birdie and Buddy over the barricade, and the family celebrates together in the ring. Brian and Bree kiss, Pac is here too. Fireworks go off, Buddy chases after confetti and Brian gets him to come over so he can lift him up, and Birdie has the title and the show goes off the air.